There we go. I can just combo these. They were just gonna fight through. There's a little bit of dialogue going by that I kind of... let's see. There's a little bit of dialogue that I don't quite want to miss. I don't know how much it matters, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, I should probably see if I can actually upgrade anybody's Ouroboros forms. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll come back to this later. I'm just kind of trying to recognize locations, but obviously the sword's on its side now, which is different.
Entrance is up ahead.
They just, I guess, warped me ahead. Alright, it's fine. There's like a couple of collectibles, but it doesn't matter that much. This is such a weird cutscene. Entrance is over there, and it's just like, yep, could have figured that out pretty quick.
Okay, I'll say what everyone's thinking. This is all sparking amazing!
You can take the eye patches off now. We won't need them past this point. Oh, right. And you're sure about that? The city's got some signal jamming tech that functions just like the eye patches, blocking detection by Mobius. We're safe inside, you have my word. Suppose that must be the reason why they haven't been able to discover the city thus far. You got that right. This place is our last redoubt, and our sole haven in this world. But as soon as we step outside, Mobius are all over us like a bad wool sweater. So what I'm saying is, don't forget your eye patches when you're out and about. That's all. I hear you loud and clear. We'll remember. Interesting. I wonder if they'll actually just start showing up when we're wandering around. I almost kind of wish it was cooler looking, though. Or if, like, you could choose between a bunch of different ones to customize per character. Ooh, this looks nice. City. Right, I guess it is the only city, so of course it's just called the city.
This is the city.
It sure took us long enough. We shouldn't relax just yet, though.
Why the spark not?
We don't even know if they're really our allies yet. We can't get complacent.
Still on guard, huh?
Unlike some of you daydreamers, yes.
I'd like to believe them. Their eyes. They look the same as his.
They said they opposed Mobius, didn't they? It should be okay then, to trust them.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. Gotcha.
Bloody Sparks. Why do I bother?
Thank you, Tyon, for looking out for us.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll follow your lead. But please, stay vigilant.
Of course we will. More colonies added.
It's bigger than half a dozen colonies.
Are there really so many people? This is beyond anything we could have imagined.
The interesting thing is the sword is at a different angle, so they must have built all of this stuff later. It does look it, too.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yeah.
So they're Ouroboros?
And they're from Keves and Agnus.
But they're just a bunch of kids.
Watch yourselves. There could be secret spies. It's over. This place will be a war zone.
They're all whispering about us.
I feel we're not exactly welcome here.
Uninvited guests, one might say.
They're the ones who led us here. Oh, hey! Doesn't she look similar to the Mobius we fought at Colony 4?
It's true. Wrinkly prune faces abound here.
Manana spy tiny people too! It's whole undiscovered race!
Wait.
No. They must be humans just like us.
Nopons don't have irises.
So
Are
you're
they also
Ouroboros,
clones?
eh?
Huh?
You've got what, 1 or 2 years left? Some hope you are.
Don't know why Van Dam wasted that power on you. What was he thinking?
What's your problem? Mind your manners.
Let me introduce you. These were our Ouroboros candidates. They trained relentlessly to fight against Mobius. Each and every one of them. That includes Shania there.
Candidates?
You happy that you stole Ouroboros from us?
All right, that's enough. Whatever the reason, the old man did choose them. To be fair, they have gone against quite a few Mobius already. They're the real thing, all right. You heard Shania's reports.
What reports?
I had her monitor your actions with extreme scrutiny. All the way from the valley.
Huh?
Since way back then?
Together, we are united in our cause.
Miss Vandam.
All right then.
Problem is, none of them look like main characters, so they don't deserve it.
Please, it's not their fault. They're not a bad lot, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, that was awkward as all ash.
Good to add more names.
I'll introduce you to them another time.
All right.
It's probably going to be the classic fight them to assert dominance and respect.
You said that you were monitoring us earlier.
Pipes.
So is that why you stormed the castle?
After the Ouroboros stone activated, Shania relayed the info straight back to us. So I'd been looking for a chance to contact you.
Oh, really?
We reckoned that you would just head straight here. What we did not expect was for you to dive straight into the heart of the enemy's base. I was flipping out. Your actions were so reckless. I started to wonder if our saviors were just a bunch of raving lunatics. It kind of looked that way.
That's a little too harsh.
Sorry. Poor choice of words. How about hotheads?
Yeah, that's not a lot better.
Still, it helped us complete one of our primary objectives. Securing a number of growth modules.
What are those?
I'll show you. You'll find it quite interesting. It's the very reason why we fight.
Good to add more names. Now I know how you guys felt in Colony 4.
Right. At least they warmed up to us eventually. Maybe it'll be the same here.
Let me check.
I'm going to have to explore this
I
area.
see some relations have changed.
I'm still waiting for the absolute surprise that this is somehow based on Xenoblade X as well, but I'm not betting on it. The growth pods just feel very Xenoblade X-y, for
We're
whatever
now
reason.
more or less above the sword's hilt guard. Even this place was once ravaged by war. By Keves and Agnus.
Has the war really spread this far?
There's even more. More husks underneath. Thanks.
This right here is what the world is really like. Designed to keep us shackled.
Keep us shackled? I see some relations have changed.
Hey, Noah. You know that pile of husks earlier? You aren't thinking about sending those on, are you?
Aren't those...
Cradles.
Your so-called cradles are the growth modules that birthed you. You were conscripted from birth, trained to kill one another ruthlessly and steal each other's life. That life energy pours into the flame clocks, becoming the fuel that feeds Mobius. In order for Mobius to exist, they must continue to claim life energy. And these cradles right here, they're used to recycle your lives.
Ethel.
Yeah. You live your lives in servitude so that Mobius can exist. And even in death, there's no release. You'll just keep getting recycled.
No way.
There's your shackles. Soldiers bound by Mobius's shackles are destined only for mutual destruction. Those who lose their lives in battle, they're reborn anew. They wake from a castle cradle, a blank slate without a scrap of their former memories.
Wait, then that husk I saw...
But if we keep your lives bound to the bodies, as we're doing here, they're of no use to them. This way, we can whittle away at their power.
So you've been doing this over and over again, then?
That's right. You don't want to know for how long, believe me. And yet, the price we pay to take down just a handful of Mobius is immeasurable. The city's residents, we're all descendants of the first Ouroboros.
The first Ouroboros?
What's a descendant?
Right. That's not a word you'd have any use for either, I suppose. Better to see for yourselves. Come, I'll show you.
I see some relations have changed.
So we're born to fight, and then we die. Over and over and over.
I can hardly believe it, but it was Ethel, without a doubt.
I have to go a little slow in case there's dialogue. You know, the dialogue cuts off. Really pleasant looking city. Wait, we were just here. I think we're turning left now. Yep. Just seemed about right. So what is the difference between the original Ouroboros and this group? It's probably the stone. Or the fact that they're kind of weird clone blade people-ish? Except for Noah's for sure a human.
Where are we?
This is a maternity ward.
Maternity?
Doctor, may I?
And then they learned about the birds and the bees.
Come.
And then Riku got ideas. Or maybe Manana, I'm not sure. I'm curious, though, how Nopon are made in this world. Because you think this would almost be normal for Nopon, but they just can't talk about it for whatever reason. Or just don't because they didn't think it was a big deal.
It's so small.
It's a little person.
It's so teensy tiny, but it move.
Much rejoicing!
It's okay to touch her. Gently now.
She's so warm.
Place one finger in her palm.
Hey, Sana! Look at this! You need to try it too!
Oh.
Tyon is freaking out.
Whoa, you're right. Mimi, it's incredible.
Let me have a turn. What? This is incredible, Senna.
Funny, right? But this is human beings' true nature. If you want the ins and outs, go and ask the doctor.
All right then, lads and lasses. Who wants to know how babies are made?
Oh boy. This is too weird.
Well, you're in for a surprise. Buckle up.
Please just jump cut to them all like looking catatonic after the fact.
This is how it should be. This is human nature. We are born defenseless, grow up. Then those who find a spouse create new life together, age, then return to the earth. Thank you. I mean it.
Monica, what was that word you used? Spouse?
A partner in romance.
Rome?
The feeling of having someone very precious to you. That'd be one way of putting it. You'll understand too someday. Or it might be that you already do.
This is cute, adorable, and a little weird. Like I said, it was the, what is it, Beautiful Born Yesterday? It's that, but like speed running and everybody is that. It's weird. It's weird in a way that like it makes total sense, but I can also see like the fan fiction and or the smut. Like it just makes itself.
Tyon, look.
It looks the same as the one before.
Who are they?
The first Ouroboros. The founders, we call them.
The first Ouroboros?
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi.
Might actually be.
Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Tell us about them.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Mobius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood?
It was the queens, so they say. Keves and Agnus. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Mobius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time. By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them? I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles. The real queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal.
Does that mean our queen is false too?
We're still trying to pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Mobius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are there humans who can even live that long?
Now that I don't know too much about.
Then what do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old. They're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too?
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Though, some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before?
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn about the rest.
So our lives mean nothing to them?
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
Closing their eyes to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Mobius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the Founders, it lives on in us warriors. Mobius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that.
I agree. It was so precious.
Jania. More walking to do. This is the last stretch. Let's get you to the dorms. Oh, if the Keves and Agnus warning levels have combined to form a single Mobius warning level.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Man, I think I need some time to process all this.
Yeah. Quite a weight to carry. Absorbing all this in one go.
This is the dorm for young lost numbers soldiers. You can sleep here while you're in the city. You can ask that guy about your rooms. Oh, and sadly there's no kitchen in the building. A lot of the single soldiers eat at the Machaba canteen. But if you want to do your own cooking, feel free to use that empty plot of land over there. Got it. Thank you, Monica. Tomorrow we have a lot to discuss. Agreed. How shall we arrange that? Maybe in the Lost Numbers war room. The place down the lift. Lift from near the Praetorian Hill, which we passed on the way here. I'll let you know closer to the time. Oh, and before I forget, you're free to explore the city as you will. Is that really okay? I said we weren't hostile. I thought you'd be pleased not to have me breathing down your necks. No, we're grateful. Thanks for everything. Well, I mean, we might as well. There's like a loot container somewhere. I'll get it later. Rooms are ready for you now. How about getting some rest? Yolp. Yeah, I could do more, but I'll do it on my own. Now it's time for weird conversations. Or not.
N, you say?
You know him?
I know of him, definitely. He's been a real thorn in the city's side.
Sounds rough.
He slaughtered many of my people in cold blood.
Oh.
Why bring him up?
Well, no reason.
Hmm?
What's wrong? Is it something Monica said? Is there a problem?
No. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thought.
Yeah? Oh, I got some news earlier. We're not sleeping in tomorrow. Our briefing starts early. Get some rest while you can.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah. Night.
Wow, soft beds are really comfy. Who knew? Fairly sure you've always slept well, even in sleeping bags. Same. You lot, weren't you even a little nervous? Clearly you were nervous enough for us all, judging by those dark circles under your eyes. I couldn't just meekly go to sleep after getting here and processing all of that information. It sounds more like excitement than nerves, if you ask me. Well, it looks like last night's jumble of information will be sorted out in the war room. Right. We should probably start making a move over to the war room then. Right, agreed. Monica said, you take the lift down from nearby Praetorian Hill, right? That's the Sword's Hilt Guard. All the way there, huh? Okay then. Yep. I hope they resolve Senna's feeling of isolation here, because it's a little hard to watch.
And how do we get to the war room?
Oh boy. Yeah, so we've...
We saw those signs of battles against Agnus and Keves yesterday, right? Let's go there first.
Ooh. Music's different, I think. I like it. But yeah, I'm probably just going to beeline for objectives. City's neat, though. But it seems like it's nothing more than just a really big colony. Which, like... I don't know. I mean, that's fine. I'll have to, like, warp around and find all the treasure chests at some point. But I still wish a lot of the side quests were...
I think we can take that elevator down to the war room.
Oh, I see. We can go down there.
My last war council. Hope this isn't one of the boring ones.
What was I going to say? Right. Saw a comment about the accessories being kind of meaningless, and I very much agree with that. I wish that there were only just, like, 50 in the whole game, but every single one of them was, like, mildly game-changing in their own way. Kind of like the classes. I've seen a couple that have the potential, but not quite. So as part of it, I guess I've been a little on... Oh, hi, we're here immediately. On collecting new ones.
Okay then. Sneaking into Agnus Castle, huh?
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are... who was it again?
You're looking for Gondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Gondor, break him out of the prison camp and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor?
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest, a hill on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected, high into the sky.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest. What kind of sick joke is that?
The next eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the Queens.
A month.
Mio.
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
Yeah, and we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Uni, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh, that.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them. Long as you got that, you'll be near invisible. Slip clean under their noses.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Kevesi Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, well, that's how we do things.
But still.
I'll tell you too. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
All right. However, only as our absolute last resort. Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. But kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle. Get the details from him.
Mr. Samon's engineering department. Go down the lift near Dolgan Cliff and you'll find it in no time. It's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one. Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. Oh, what? You're not going to show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too? Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry buddy, not going to be all... Oh, yeah, sorry, not going to be all buddy-buddy with you. For those of you, I guess, that haven't heard me talk about this, I switch words vertically when reading. It's really weird. But it's a consistent problem that I have that only shows up when I'm reading out loud. Wow, what crawled up his arse. Look at it from their perspective. We essentially took our Ouroboros powers that were originally intended for them. But what does that have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. We should head to engineering. Castle access. That looks like the docks from, That looks like the docks from Xenoblade 2.
Some relation
The one where the villain's airship, or like airship was. I'm probably wrong. Anyway, I might as well clear out a bunch of stuff in the city first. We got a side quest down below us, or maybe it's above, I'm not sure. Plus a couple other things, so I guess I should run around grabbing everything that I can. I'm gonna go back down? Because, yeah, some of these might be important, or most of them are going to be meaningless. The main question is, which of them are hero quests and which of them are just side quests? The way you tell is voice acting, generally.